Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to use this paper pad and create two mixed media tags. And I really love this paper pad. It's so beautiful and it's very much high quality. It's from Dadarkar Arts, and I will leave all the links down below. These are semi-transparent papers that are really thick, and it has beautiful designs that could be used in many ways. And these are the 12 by 12 papers that come separately, and there are two of each. So I'm going to show you the designs. They are so cute, and there are really nice elements on it that you can cut and use, or if you are a scrapbooker, you can use it as it is. It's very elegant. I love the colors. It goes with fall colors as well. There are cute bunnies, balloons, watercolor look, which I love, and the bunnies are so cute. Eiffel Tower, it's inspired by Paris, so it has elements from there, and it's very thick, and it's also varnished, so it's one of the most high quality paper pads I've seen. So I will use some parts of these papers to create two tags with these beautiful colors. So I'm taking my tags from my Prima pad, and I'm going to first cover all the background with these papers. I'm going to try to create different color schemes. So for one, I'm using this, so it's lighter, and I'm selecting the parts with splashes, so it has a nice background already without any effort. And I'm just cutting it with the size of my tag. For the second one, I chose this pink background with white splashes. So we have two different backgrounds already. To cut your tag, you can stick it on your tag and trace it and cut it with a scissor, or do like me and cut the tag first and stick it later. So both ways is fine. I'm using my matte medium to stick my backgrounds to my tags. By the way, you could make this paper a tag itself as well, because it's quite thick. But this way I will have even a more sturdier and thicker surface. Now I'm going to select some images from these beautiful papers and cut them to be ready to be placed on my tags. After I cut all these things, I'm going to make a composition using these images on my tags. As you see, if you use one paper pad, it's already color coordinated. You don't need to think about the colors. You can cut and paste beautiful images and create a project very easily. If you are a beginner, I would really suggest it because then you don't need to deal with many things like which colors I'm going to use, which stamp I'm going to use, how am I going to color it. All these things are sometimes overwhelming. Even sometimes I really want some easygoing projects. Here was my plan to use these Nuvo glimmer pastes to do some stenciling. However, I bought them 1 year ago, and I just discovered on camera that they are completely dried out. I don't think there is salvaging them, so I had to trash it, and I wanted to show you as well because I'm really disappointed. You pay so much money, and in a year, because you don't use it, they went dry. Well, that's out of my recommendation list. So plan B, I will use 3D gloss gel and this glitter from Nuvo again in gold to mix and create my own glitter paste. I'm using this stencil that I did myself with a digital cutter. It's Fleur de Lis, and it's very famous of Paris. That's why I used it. And I'm using another stencil by Prima. That's also very elegant to use on the other tag. I wanted to have something transparent that wouldn't block the background colors, which are beautiful, but also I wanted some interest stenciling, so I found this solution of mixing 3D gloss gel with glitter. I cut these strips again to have some interest at the background. I'm just sticking them on my tags with some glue. Thanks a lot, by the way. In my last video I asked for glue recommendations and you guys gave so many options, so I will be trying them out. Now we will do some we will make some flowers. It's my first time using a flower kit. I cut out these flowers and leaves with the Sizzix Tim Holtz thinlits beforehand, and I'm going to use the smallest flowers. The big flowers are from a different die cut, by the way, and I will show you how which paper I used. This is a flower kit from Dadarkar Arts, and they have a mini cardstock 12 by 12 to cut flowers and create flowers with different colors. So they have green, light green, pink, white, and I used pink and white to cut out these flowers. And now I'm going to, because it's very dull if it's one color, I'm using my distress inks to give some shading and different colors to make it more interesting. I'm going to use some pinks and maybe beige and light browns to go with my tags. And while I do that, I will tell you about this flower kit. I haven't made flowers like this before. They have, I used these die cuts with the heavy cardstock that they have. They have a pad that you can shape your flowers, which I will use in a second. You can give many colors to your flowers with any medium that you want, and you can layer them on top of each other and create really beautiful flowers. There are a lot of people who do amazing jobs and create amazing flowers. I'm doing the basics here because I'm a beginner at flower making. I haven't thought of making them before, and I am just trying and learning, but the results are really satisfactory, so maybe I can advance and learn more about that. So here are the tools. When you go over the leaves with these, they curl and they look more realistic, like a flower, and the effects are lovely. Actually, I really didn't think about this before, and the leaves also curl really nicely, so they look 3D and really nice on the project. Now I'm going to give, I layer them on top of each other. I'm going to give a hole with my poker hole tool, and I will place the stems inside the flower. With some of them I'm going to stick some jewels, you will see, and with some of them I will use stems. Probably one pink and one beige will be stems. I'm also giving back the holes to my tags. Here are the colorful stems that we can use. It comes in a bag. There's a lot of colors. I'm going to take the light pink and gold stems to use with my pink and beige flowers. I'm bringing some together according to the size of my hole. My flowers and holes are small, so not so many. You curl them into half, and then you can stick the stems like this into your hole easily. They are very sturdy, so it's very easy to manipulate. It's not like a string that goes everywhere. It's very sturdy, and you just push it into the hole like this, pull it, and now you have beautiful stems in your flower. I mean, it's very simple, but I'm really impressed with the effect and happy with my flowers. And for two of them, I'm going to just stick these jewels on top. This way you have different flowers on your project, which adds more interest. And obviously the jewel will stay on the top flower, so you need to stick the flowers together. So I'm using a simple glue and building them on top of each other. I'm just turning so they look richer. The leaves are looking at different directions, and I'm really happy with my little flowers. Before I stick everything, I decided to use these chipboards as well from Dusty Attic. These are bubbles, and I'm just going to take them out with my craft knife. Please don't force your chipboards, you will damage them, rip them off, and just use your craft knife safely to take them out from their places. I took the insides of the bubbles as well, and I'm keeping them. I'm not throwing them out. I can use them in other projects. And I'm just applying some gesso, white heavy gesso at the back a little bit. At this stage I didn't know if I was going to use any sprays or colors, so it was going to help. In any way, I think it also creates more interest not to have monotonous same background at the back. And I am just applying again gesso to cover the color of the chipboards. Now I'm going to stick them, starting to create my composition. This is for me the hardest part, to see where everything is going to go, but at the same time everything is ready, so it's the most rewarding part when you see them come together. I'm using my hot glue gun to stick everything. It's my new toy, and I find it easier now, not fighting with the glue to take it out. And I'm using these two pieces of flowers, and because there are stems sticking out, it's hard to stick it on a surface. So I'm just applying hot glue here at the bottom of the flowers, so all the stems also stick together, and I can cut them and glue them on a surface. You will see in a second. And I want to curl these flowers as well, so I'm using this tool to curl them. It's much easier than using my hands. You can use anything, brush or something else to curl it. So I'm going to stick them. I want it to be a little bit raised, so I stick it, but there is the chipboard in the middle, so I need to cut it and stick it in another place. You see, now I can cut the stems easily because they are all sticked, because I applied hot glue gun. Here I'm going to stick it over the chipboard, so I don't need dimension, but a part of it stays out, so there I'm putting the 3D foam tape to stay at the same level. I'm now sticking my flowers, seeing where they should go, again with hot glue gun. Now they are flat, so I can stick them easily. I'm going to use the beige on the light tag and the pinks on the darker tag. I really love the flowers. I will definitely continue exploring that flower making area. And I'm going to stick my leaves. They are already curled, so they have dimension, and I'm applying the glue only at the end, so they stay 3D. I am going to use these balloons on the pink tag. I'm just drawing the string with my pen, and I'm going to use the other flowers to give more interest. I'm always drawing the stems. I cut another flower with this color from the paper pad, and I decided to stick it there. Now I'm going to cut this Paris sign, distress it with my tool. Everything I cut, I go over the edges with a black pen, brush pen from Faber-Castell to make them not have the white edges. And I'm going to cut these umbrellas and another balloon to complete my composition of the tags. As I go, I realize the empty spaces and which colors I need, which elements I can add. So it's a process, seeing after it's coming together. I love these umbrellas, they are so cute, also the balloons. Now I decided to add some gold elements, and I'm using my matte medium and these mini beads to stick these beads on the tag in some places. As you see, when you mix matte medium with these beads, they will stick and stay there. Some elements are gold, so it will certainly create more cohesiveness and interest. I will do the same to the other tag. I cut this Eiffel Tower from the same paper pad again to stick on my tag, and I cut the same sign and distressing again to stick on the tower. These will be the only sentiments that I will have. I won't stick another thing because it's clear it's a love for Paris project. I'm using my Prima Art Alchemy waxes in gold and rose gold, you will see in a second, to go over these elements and borders and some places in the tag to create some gold effects which look really nice. I'm going over the stenciled area as well to attract some attention that there is something there. And here is the rose gold. It became a little bit moldy, but there is no change in the performance of the product, so I'm just using it. These waxes and glitter glues are very difficult in a jar because no matter what they get air. But from my experience and among the products I tried, Prima waxes stayed intact the most. Now final stages, I'm going to do my splashes. I already did white splashes, so it's on the tag, and I'm using this paint, metallic paint in fuchsia from Dadarkar Arts to do my pink splashes. Here and there, I'm not exaggerating, there's a lot of dark pink on the tags, that's why I wanted to do it. And I use these little attachments with some words on it to hang it on the holes of my tag, and they are complete. I really love them, the colors and everything, and I love using a paper pad and create another project. So I hope you enjoyed the process too. If you did, don't forget to click the like button or subscribe to my channel to share the love, and you will see the links for the supplies down below at the description area as always. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.